This is a problem from 10.2. You have angles A and B in standard precision. Find the sine of A plus B, the sine of A minus B, the tangent of A plus and A minus B. Okay, what I would do is I kind of always like to have a visual in front of me, so I would draw the angle A, in which quadrant. A is between 0 and pi over 2, so A is in quadrant 1, so here's A, and the cosine of A is 8 over 17 adjacent over hypotenuse 17, so that's angle A. Now we're looking for angle B. Angle B is also in quadrant 1, and I make my right triangle, and the relationship I have here for the angle is that the sine is 3 over 5, which would mean, let me put a B here, the sine is opposite over hypotenuse, so this would be side opposite 3, and this is the hypotenuse 5. Okay. Now, to find the sine of A over B, you also have to find the sine of angle A and the cosine of angle B. So, to find the sine of angle A, I just use the Pythagorean theorem, which of course is, I'm trying to find where I want to write this, A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So C squared I have the hypotenuse 17 squared equals 8 squared plus, let me call it B squared. So 17 squared is 289. 289 minus, bring the 64 over. That gives you B squared, so 289 minus 64 is 225 equals B squared, so the square root in this case, we are in quadrant 1, is 15. So that makes the sine of angle A, the sine of angle A is opposite 15 over 17. And the same for angle B. We have the 4, 3, 5 relationship, but we're going to use hypotenuse is 25 minus 3 squared, which is 9, equals, let's call it A squared, so 16 equals A squared. Take the square root, and we get the adjacent side of equal to 4. So therefore, the cosine of B in this case, let me change color. So here we have a 4. The cosine of B would be 4 over 5, and it's in quadrant 1, so it's positive. So now we can use our sum formula. The sine of A plus B is equal to the sine of A times the cosine of B plus the cosine of A times the sine of B. The sine of A is 15 over 17 times the cosine of B. The cosine of B is 4/5 plus the cosine of A was given 8 over 17 times the sine of B, which is 3/5. We need to multiply 15 times 4 is 60 over 85. 17 times 5 is 85 plus 24 over 85. We add the numerators, which is 84 over 85. For the sine A minus B, I already wrote down here, we have sine A cosine B, the same formula except with a minus, cosine A times sine B. So 15 over 17 times 4/5 minus 8 over 17 times 3/5 is 60 over 85 minus 24 over 85 would be 36 over 85. The formula for the tangent of A plus B equals tan A plus tangent of B all divided by 1 minus tan A tan B. So first of all, we have to find the tangent of A, which is the sine of A divided by cosine of A, and tan B would be the sine of B divided by the cosine of B. Okay, I already put the angles down here just to make this video a little shorter. So the tangent of A would be the sine of A, which was 15 over 17 divided by 8 over 17. When you divide fractions, you multiply by the reciprocals. The 17's reduce to 1. And for the tangent of A, we have 15 over 8. And we do the same for the tangent of B. And you will see that this is equal to 3 over 4. Now we're going to plug this into the tangent formula. So the tangent A is 15 over 8 plus 3/4 divided by 1 minus 15 over 8 times 3/4. So now you have to do some arithmetic or use your calculator. You know, you have to find the least common denominator for the top, which is 8, so multiply both by 2. So 15 plus 6 would be 21 over 8. So the next step here is in the denominator, 15 times 3 is 45, 8 times 4 is 32. Again, I have to have the same denominator, so out of that 1, I make a fraction 32 over 32. Now I subtract 32 minus 45 is negative 13 over 32. Then I get 21 over 8 times negative 32 over 13. 8 goes into 32 4 times. And we have then negative 84 over 13 as the tangent of A plus B. Okay, now we're looking for the difference of the tangent, tangent A minus B. I wrote the formula down here. I'm using the same fraction except with opposite signs. So 15. Okay, this should have been 15 over 8 minus 3/4, which is 15 minus 6 is 9 over 8. And 32 plus 45 in this case is 77 over 32. So 9 over 8 times 32 over 77. We can reduce again the 8 and 32 is 4. So the tangent of A minus B, 9 times 4 is 36 over 77. The last two questions are in what is the quadrant of A plus B? So if you look back at the sign of A plus B, the answer is positive. If you look at the tangent of A plus B, the answer is negative. So in which quadrant is the sign positive and the tangent negative? That would be in quadrant 2. So A plus B is in quadrant 2. Now the last question is what is the quadrant of A minus B? Again, look at the difference. Differences, the sine a minus b has a positive 36 over 85, and the tangent of a minus b has positive 36 over 77. So in which quadrant is the sine and the tangent positive? And that would be in quadrant 1. So this is a rather long problem. My video is rather long too, so I'm going to stop it here. If you have any questions, email me.